Hello there my YouTube friends. So once again we've got another unboxing. This time it's a Star Wars one again, so if you don't switch off now, go ahead and do it soon, because I know a lot of people don't think. But what you have got to understand is this one isn't the new series of Star Wars. This is from the original series of Star Wars, guys. You know, I've started collecting a lot more of those. I'm more into those than I've been in any of the other ones. I do have a few of the newer ones. I'm not so friggin' fussed about them. I could possibly even get rid of them at some point to make room for other figures that I want, you know, because stuff like Rey and that, I'm just not that fussed of, you know. The storylines haven't grabbed us the way the originals did. I'm more into the originals, you know, so I've managed to pick up another original character, guys. You know, I've got quite a few in there. There's only a few now missing that I would say I would like to really get a hold of, so we'll see what we can do in the future with those ones. But I do have another one here to do, guys, which you would have seen by the thumbnail what it was. So yep, Darth Vader. This one is actually from A New Hope. This is the MMS 279 from A New Hope version, so it's the original Darth Vader, technically speaking. So guys, the box, you've seen the boxes before time and time again with Star Wars. There's very little on them to set them apart and make them anything sort of special. So yeah, let's get this front cover off and see what's underneath. It's a normal style shoe style box with these ones. Inside has an inlay here, pretty nice inlay, I like that, that's pretty good. Yeah, you take the inlay out and we have the clown style box with the stuff inside and a few accessories. So I'm going to lay out the accessories in the light box, show you what we've got. Let's have a look at this, guys. So here's the accessories, guys, and as you can see there is quite a bit of stuff here. That's pretty damn good for this figure and how old the actual figure is, considering it was the first one to be done. What we'll start with is this piece of base here. You can see, and as you can hear, you know, it's just a crappy piece of plastic, but it doesn't need to be much. It doesn't need to have any sort of weight or any sort of thingy to it, because all that's going to happen is this piece here with the clear hole on it will go in to there, like so, to hold up the droid, okay, which we'll have a look at in a moment. That's what that is for. That piece goes in order to stick your droid on, okay. What you've got is this piece here, which is a stand for Darth Vader, which you have your normal crotch grab, which again would probably be okay with this figure because of the simple fact is he's black as it is anyway. And then of course that will just fit in to there somehow, which I'm not going to bother plugging it in there because it's pointless for me. And it has a space on the front, you can see, for the nameplate to go, which the nameplate is here. A nice metal nameplate. I like that, you know, the fact that it's detachable, neither here nor there, but it means you can actually then, which thinking about it is probably a better way to do it, because at least then you can have just this bit if you need to have a nameplate on it, which really, for something like Darth Vader, I doubt you would need it, but it's still nice to have it, you know, to have that ability to have that on there. We have another Star Wars plate on it, which as you can see on the top here, it has an on-off switch. It's one of the W things, but for this one obviously the batteries have run out. There's space for all the batteries to go in there, so I would need to get myself some more of those ones. So I don't know quite what it's supposed to do. Maybe it plays a tune or does Darth Vader speaking or something there, I don't know. But you got that. And of course what we do have is this arm here, which you can see with the way that is, there's a switch on it for the light up feature inside of here. And is this one working? Well, yep, you can see there straight away it lit up. So there you go. Well, there's that, like, that sort of cool feature. You do have this feature on here as well. So in order for that to work fully, obviously you do have your normal saber, which I think looks pretty damn cool. Also has the bit on there to hook it to him. I'll take it out there, see it'll hook to his waist somewhere, which obviously this thing translucent would pop out of there in order to pop into here. And then once it's in, you see there how it would sort of light up the feature on that. Again, I don't tend to use these things, I'm not particularly that fussed about it, but they are there in case you did want to do that type of thing with it. So that is the cool aspect of that. We have the obvious and always obligatory extra wrist pegs, come in every one of them. We'll then go on to this thing so we can get this sorted out. His droid that he used, I think that's pretty cool. I don't believe there's any light up feature to it, but by the looks of that thing it doesn't look like it lights up. But what you do have is a bunch of accessories that will actually go onto, if I can get that thing to stay, there you go. I don't know whereabouts they ought to be in the instructions to where they'll actually fit, but you can see here, and that is pretty damn cool. I really do like that. I think that is really well made, and this bit is metal, which is good, because the fact is I would worry about that bit snapping if it wasn't, but it actually is metal, so that's cool. These bits are just plastic, yeah, so you do have to be careful with them because they are just plastic, but again, nicely detailed. They're sort of well made. The only thing I think it's a crying shame about them is that they aren't die cast. You know, if they'd been die cast, then they would have been even better. But then you would have had, on the opposite hand, you would have had, then it would probably been a little bit too heavy, possibly for this base, actual base, because the base, like I say, is just a really crappy plastic, and I mean a really crappy plastic. Yeah. So you can see, yeah, all of these different things, I dare say will plug into that droid. I just don't know where. I'll have a look at the instructions and possibly maybe show you them before I put them away, because I'm not going to have I don't think I'll be posing them with the droid. Now in here obviously would have been all your batteries, but obviously the person I got them off, I'd already put them in. Some of them have wore out already, others haven't. And then you've got this thing here in order to put and remove the batteries, I suppose. And then what we're left with is all the range of his hands, guys. There's not much to them because he wore black gloves throughout, so, but you can see again, as per the norm, you get an extra hand on the one side than what you get every other. We do have the fisted hands. Yeah, they don't have to have a great deal of detail to them like what you would normally get in a lot of ones that have like normal style hands, what I would say, because these are all gloved, you know, so they don't really need to worry as much about going into great details, but they're still kind of cool. So there you go, guys, you have a full set of hands there. Now let's have a look at the figure himself. But just before I do that, let's put the accessories to this guy and see what he would look like with all his accessories on. And there it is, guys, there's all the pieces in. These sort of droid style unit. Like I say, I'm not going to be displaying them myself. you probably just go back in the box with all the bits, just to save a bit of room. Plus, yeah, to me it's not really one of those droids that was important to the movie or out like that, you know. It was just in there for a short period of time. So I'm guessing this thing can go away with all of its bits, but I just thought I would show you what it looks like, and that's it. There you go, guys. Now on to Darth Vader himself. I thought, guys, I would show you the instructions that you get, just in case you've got a one and you didn't get the instructions with it. There's the instructions, and you can pause it obviously to read it if you want to really read it for how things go together. This is there, you see the sound effect function will automatically turn off after 15 minutes of inactivity. You press the button on the remote to activate the sound effects. So that's pretty good that it would have had a sound effect in it had it been working fully. But obviously some of the batteries have possibly run out. So it shows you where the lightsaber attaches to. Shows you where the nameplate, what have you, goes. And it shows you there how it goes. So there you go, guys, that's the instructions. Now the figure, and here is Master Vader. He looks kind of fucking cool. I mean, I really do like that one. It's the thing with Darth Vader, because he's basically made it out of mainly black, and he was mainly sort of machinery. The cloth that they're using is pretty damn good by the looks of it, you know, and it looks like it'll be hopefully be fairly decent for posability without it sort of creasing up and thinking too much, which we're going to find out in a moment how much movement it has in it, and it's things like that. What we do have, guys, which is pretty good, is this front bit here does have a wire going through it, so you can't sort of pose that up. It's just a shame that the back bit of his cloak doesn't have any wire in it, so you can't really pose that up, even though you could have easily put a wire through that, you know, quite easily they could have, but they haven't. So that bit's thingies, but you have got a wire going through his front bit, so you can move that around. Yeah, the actual boots itself, which will just pan it down a wee bit for you so you can see it. His boots itself, this front bit will come off, the velcroed on, so this front sort of shin pad bit will come off, so you can pose them up and then stick it back on to give you the chance to sort of not wreck it as you're trying to really pose them, I suppose. So that's pretty damn good as well. What you do have is these bits here, again, have batteries, so you can take them off and have batteries in them, and they're screw-in batteries by the looks of the picture that you saw of the thing there. And underneath there's actually a little sort of tiny switch that you need to have a thumbnail in order to get in to switch it on. One side, I've checked before, one side is working, the other side isn't, so that's why I'm not getting any action. So I don't know if the other bit, yeah, so I don't know whether that ran out or whether that's still working and just the other ones ran out, because I think it's one of these sides. I'm sure it was that side. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that had ran out because the battery light didn't come on, whereas this side, the green light lights up to show you. So well, at some point I may change them over, I may not, because it doesn't really bother me. I'm not one for having to impress people by going, well, watch what this can do when I press this button. You know, I don't think crap. I don't do it for that, you know. I do it because I like the look of the damn things, and I think they look really cool. That's why I don't really use the light up features on most of my stuff, you know. It just doesn't really bother me that much. This bit will move as well. It doesn't come off, it's attached to the bit of plastic or the bit of leather style stuff that's there. You know, you can see he is standing up perfectly well on his own again, which is cool, because that's what I want more than anything else, is for that to happen. What we'll do is we'll now have a look at his articulation, guys. We'll start off with the head. So head wise, you look down a little way, not by very much though. You can see you will look down enough though to look at people. You just want to watch that you don't get any sort of rubbish. Oh, you can't see it again. You don't get any rubbish in this part here where it'll connect. You can look up, but again, what you're going to have is this one problem that you've always had with a lot of the figures, is that you get that breakage there where you can see it, but Looking straight ahead, it's kind of cool. It pretty much will turn all the way around if you try to. The way we've got it there, we'll have a look at the head sculpt itself. If we can get him just to stand up again, because I mean that isn't probably the best style, but what more you're going to get out of it, you know? It was a face mask, for God's sake. You're not going to have his face on it, so it's a face mask. Yeah, the face mask changed a little bit over the years. That's the original one. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. I think it looks cool. Yeah, he was a menacing character. Loved it bits in the movies. So now down to what we get with the shoulders and arms. Let's take it out a bit so you can see. So shoulders wise, let's move this back so you can see. Again, he has a shoulder pad here, but that can move up to get out of the way, and you pretty much go to almost the 90 degrees. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. The forward motion, you go almost roughly about the same as, maybe slightly more than what the Arnold one did. Going forward, going backwards, he goes a lot further than what the only one did. It does have bicep swivel in there, so that's good. Arm motion, you have a damn good range of arm motion. And he has a glove on, so you are getting the swivel, and you will get a good amount of inflection and outward flexion, so that's damn good as well. You know, that's what you really want out of the figure, is a lot of articulation in the shoulders, and in the arms, and in the wrists, to get them posed up the way you want them to. So that's pretty cool. Waist wise, no, not really. You've got nothing there. Oh, you can see this thing will pop open. It's that easy. It's just got a little sort of partial bit there, like a button bit, that'll pop in when I can do it. Right now I'm not going to be able to do it while I've got the camera in front of us, but let's have a look at his legs, guys. Legs wise, don't come out very far. The forward motion on them, let's get his arm out of the way so you can see. Again, isn't a great deal, but then again, he wasn't exactly the most dynamic of characters, was he? He wasn't the type to be jumping all over the place. Backwards, again, not much at all. The belt keeps on slipping open as I'm trying to work with it, but never mind. Let's see if we can get this cape out of the way enough so we can see the knee bend. So I mean, the knee bend, you can see that's just a total double bend. That is absolutely fantastic. I doubt you'd be using that for anything, because he, like I say, he wasn't a dynamic character. He wasn't the type to be jumping around all over the place. Ankles wise, considering he's got a boot on, you're getting quite a bit, but you're obviously going to have to watch for the folding inside the boot just there. When you do that, you know, you can have to remodel it. Again, no flexion inward. We do get a lot of forward and backward motion on it, and obviously the twisting around side to side, so that's pretty damn cool there.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth.
Your powers are weak, old man.
You can't win, Darth.
And there we go, guys. This is something possibly like how I might have them set up, like in the details together, because it's an iconic scene, an iconic part of the movie. So that's probably going to be something similar to what I'm going to have them like together. Possibly put these two in the details to keep them safe. But there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. please, if you did enjoy, put a like on it. If you didn't, put a dislike. Please comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll catch you in the next one. This is the Bearded Nerdy Wolf. And I am out of here, guys.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.